guys, so I'm here today. We'll be doing a draft. I figured now that there are still championships going on, maybe some of you would like to work on your draft skills. And also now I have a little bit more experience drafting this format. I think we'll do decent enough where at least we can like 2-1 or 3-0. I don't know. Some of my decks have been pretty good. And I think overall, like, there's just a lot of good rares and a lot of good bombs that kind of make your deck decent. There's also like a few archetypes that I'm more aware of too, and kind of cards that I value a little bit higher. But it'll be fun to kind of go through it and learn a couple things. Maybe learn how certain cards played well. My favorite deck overall, I think it's like the black blue one with Surveil. It's pretty strong deck. There's also like the green white one is also pretty strong with the counters. It can get on pretty fast. So let's see what we open. Okay, so we have a Tetsugu, which is pretty strong. Invasion of Amonkhet, which is Invasion of Amonkhet is pretty insane. It will force us though into blue black, which I think I'm okay with. Then there's also this guy, Wrinkle of Torban and Torban. No combat damage to a player or battle, choose any number, create a treasure token, or each player sacrifices a creature. Deals damage to a player or battle, this turn deals damage plus 2 instead. Okay, so I think this is really good, but it will force us into red black. The sacrifice is a really strong card because it's still a 3/4 flyer with first strike. The thing is that it gives the ability to each player except for the last one. There's no really good removal to kind of just first pick it. There's some green cards here. I think I'm gonna take the invasion. I think invasion overall is just really strong. And in black, you also have the card that just removes tokens from a battle. Squeak, which you can cast from your graveyard. Invasion, which you discard and draw, and it becomes a creature that makes elementals, I believe. Yeah, which is pretty strong once you flip it over, right? The Scorn is fine, but there's also the Clean Champion, which is really good with Convoke and also cards like Corrupted Conviction and other sacrifice stuff. I really like this O1. I don't know if I'll pick it that highly though. I mean, sacrificing to be able to draw cards is pretty good, but the thing is, like, it's kind of counteractive with putting the +1/+1 counter on it. Then you can sack itself, which is really insane because it adds more value. And draws you a card. So for one, you're drawing one and putting a counter, which is pretty good. But I think I'm gonna take the Clean Champion just because it's a 2/2 flyer that gives me another body for Convoke or for sacking. Also to note that -4/-4. Okay, so scry 3. When it dies, we draw 3 or more. If 3 or more creatures die this turn. Okay, so that's pretty good, especially if we go with the tokens variants with the Clean Champions. This card is really good. It's very insane. Then we have removal, and we also have Invasion of Velenon, which creates a 2/2 knight with vigilance and then becomes an anthem. This card is pretty strong. Yeah, the battle is really strong because it makes a body. So I think here I'm gonna take the battle. I like this card with the tokens, but it's more of a blue-red card, and we might be able to go knights. So we're still kind of seeing like what's out there. It looks like our opponent is taking black. The title terror is pretty good. Usually having 1 or 2 is I like 1. 2 is okay. This card is pretty strong because you gain 3 and you deal 3, so it's removal plus a battle. So I think I'm gonna take this battle. I could take this knight too, which is pretty strong. It gets +1/+1. I mean, I can see going with the knight deck. This is a knight, so if we open a couple of the blue-white knights, the more of the defensive card, and knights kind of wants to be attacking. So I think I'm gonna take the 3/3 knights, which is pretty good. Let's see how it pairs out. Double striker with first strike. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't played this card yet, but it definitely seems pretty strong. This 4-mana 2/2, but I think I'm gonna take the 2/1 because with the knight deck you want your curve to be low, The invasion, I'm gonna put it here. We can splash it. I mean, worst case. Yeah, but I think this 2-1 is really strong. I don't know if it's stronger than this. I haven't tried it. Actually, I'm gonna take the double striker. We might. I mean, we want our curve to be low. At the same time, I feel like the double striker is pretty good because it gives everything double strike. Let's take the double striker. Oh, I think we're getting really rewarded. Oh, Drana and the Vala is pretty strong. We can take and splash one black, but then we also have Wrath here, which pumps our guys, and it lets us draw cards. Drana has to be stronger, but the issue is that we will be splashing one black for it, so I don't know how often we can play it. This is very interesting. This card is also decent. I think I'm gonna take this. Removal. So it looks like we picked the right color. This just to get in for damage, activate our battles. It seems pretty strong. Also to know the servant conversion is very strong. Maybe we want the conversion. The only issue is that it mills us too. So that's kind of like counter effect. But I think tapping two of their guys has to be what we want to be doing. We can go with putting one on top, getting the land just in case we open something green. It's worth splashing for, or another one. I think if I take another one, these have combos. I think if I take another one, I should be fine. Yeah, and I probably won't need many more. I'm gonna take the corrupted conviction. Actually, let me take the backup guy because there's also like blue right now doesn't seem our strongest color, and there's the green white deck. So who knows? We might pivot still first pack. Top 3, put one of those in your hand and one into your graveyard, one on the bottom of your library. Yeah, I'm gonna take this guy. Yeah, I think Hexproof is pretty good. It's a cyber card. I think if our opponent's full of removal. Ooh, this is pretty late analyst. The analyst is pretty great because this card is very strong. 1/4 blocks almost everything. So I'm just gonna leave this here. Probably I'll end up not making the deck because we want to draft a more aggressive deck. But I do have a great feeling that we're gonna get some of the really good lords for the knights. So we kind of have this one already. I mean, it's not a lord, but it's decently strong. Ooh, Invasion of Threat is really good. We also have the Realms Breaker Grass, which is removal, and the Kahira. So far, we're meeting Kahira's companion abilities. But that's so interesting because maybe I should be taking this card. Let me see my rare. Sacrifice another Phyrexian, put a +1/+1 counter on Bloated Processor. Incubate X where X is his power. Wow, this card's very strong too. 3 mana 3/2 is pretty good, and then the sack ability in black is insane. But I think I have to take something that it's in my colors. I can take the grasp and yeah, I'm gonna take the Brims. This is a very strong card. Another invasion, a brawl, one with the toucher. Whoa, there's not much white in any of these packs, which is kind of sad. Okay, so I think we might have to pivot. Death toucher, and then turns it to 3/3. That when it deals damage, you draw a card. That's interesting. It's more of like the green white card. I'm gonna take another grasp. It's not the best removal, but it's removal, and I think there's like I could take the invasion, but I don't think I'm gonna end up going black. Kind of set in this white deck. I can take another removal spell, or the Cycling, which is really good card. There's also this battle that's insane. Fortunately, we're not in green. We can try to pivot to green, but I don't think it's a smart idea. Mm. There's also the 1/3 knight with double strike, which is really strong. I think I'm gonna take the cut short because removal is important. Might be making a mistake there, but hoping that the other guy wheels. 2/2 knights. Oh, there's also the transform, draw cards. I think I'm gonna take the 2/2s because it goes great with the combo cards. Probably should be picking this up. This is just a 5 mana 4/4 that draws you a card, and then it draws you a card for every other incubate. So man, that's really strong. Yeah, this this one's a little tough one, but I think this just goes well with our combo cards. I think we kind of have to take this. You sacrifice an artifact creature, exile target artifact creature. Okay. We have a backup guy. These are great cards. Oh. White is definitely getting dried up. I think our opponent is like drafting it. Like their cards are good for us, but not cards that are powerful on their own. Which makes me think that they're probably drafting. They're definitely not in green because I seen like this is the second one of these that I see. I think I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take the green one actually. Ooh. I think I'm gonna take another one of these. This is so strong with all the knights. This is a pretty strong card. So, I mean, I'm kind of looking into splashing it. Yeah, this is pretty good. This to be noted too. This knight is also very strong, especially in the knight deck. This goes really well with the guy that incubates, and you incubate 2 for every time a permanent was targeted. But yeah, that said, I'm gonna take this guy. We don't really have a lot of incubate though. I'm kind of hoping we see some of the knights perhaps in the second pack. Whoa, Boparigmos. Draw card, then you may discard any number of land cards. When discard one or more cards this way, deals twice that much damage to target creature. It's a pretty strong card. We're not in those colors though. What is this? Impatient. Search the library for a god. And then it turns into a 4/4. Or we can take the cleric. I think I'm gonna take the battle because there are some white gods that we can search. This 2/2 is also very good. And it's important to have our 2 drops, but I think we're gonna pick some more up in the next pack. I'm just gonna take the land. The 2/3 is not really good if we don't have any way of like activating it, and the +2/+1 is playable, but I think we have like enough tricks going on, and I also think we'll see more of those. Skittering Surveyor is very good. It doesn't fit in our deck because trying to be aggressive. I kind of like the Kite Sail. It gives our creatures flying and a way to get in. Kind of convincing myself into get the Kite Sail and Skittering Surveyor, which I can't believe because Skittering Surveyor is just a sick card. It's gonna let us splash too. This is a tough one. I don't think I can pass Skittering Surveyor. Probably the right pick is a Kite Sail there. Get +1/+1 vigilance equip, which is not bad, especially in an aggressive deck. That card is okay if we have a lot of instant sorceries. I'm gonna take a counter. Maybe there's a case where I want to take the duel. Oh, nice. We wield the knight. Yeah, this card's pretty sick too, with all the backup. Unfortunately, we're not red. Oh, we kind of want to be red though. We want to be red. Well, I do have the Skittering Surveyor. I mean, I could splash for it. It wouldn't be crazy. It's a really strong card, and we have fixing for blue. But I don't think I'm that greedy. I mean, there is a really good playable card here. I'm gonna take this because it goes really well with the double strikers that I can back up. Probably not playing this. Ooh, okay. Our last picks just kind of fix our entire deck, which is a good sign because it means that not a lot of people are in our colors. Game four, draw a card, which is fine if you're racing, and then it turns into a 4/4. Um, there's also the Sorgo and Ojitai. So it has hexproof as long as it enters a battlefield this turn. No one more dragons you control deal combat damage to a player or battle. Look at the top three cards of your library. One of them into your hand and the bottom. Or you may return one of those. You may return one of those dragons to its owner's hand. Oh, you may return it back to your hand. I mean, this is a really strong bomb, but I don't know. I think we have to take the guy that makes 2/2s. It's just really good to go wide. Also, there's a cut short, which I like a lot. Um, Surgo is also really good. Oh, it picked up for well. I was thinking I was gonna pick up the Surgo, but it took the knights. I think, right? Did it take the knights? I don't see my pick. Uh, did it take the knights? What card did it take? Yeah, it took the knight. Yeah. Okay, here I'm just gonna go for the 2/1 knight. Um, I'm sure we'll get one of the knights because those knights are one of the lords. I mean, because it's not like a highly pickable card, but it's a fine card to take. There's also the bounce card, which is pretty good. A bounce spell, which is fine. Um, I think I'm gonna take this knight. I think he's a fine card. It's a way to. Oh, there's an Omnath. Not in that deck, but it would have been so much fun to to draft that deck. Okay, so I don't think I have a lot of cards that have first strike. Yeah, I really don't. So, which makes me think I can take another one of these because I have a really high amount of knights, or I can take the backup, which makes my double strikers better. It also makes my 3/3s better because turns them into a 5/5. That's interesting. I can take another 4-drop. I think 4 drops. I think I'm good. So I think I'm gonna take this guy because it pumps my guys and it's still a 2/2 vigilance. Maybe that's the wrong pick, but I think it was good enough for me to try out. The Furnace Rings. This is a very strong card. Maybe we should have gone red. Right? I think I'm just gonna take another one of these. Um, gonna try to get some more early 2 drops. But we're not seeing much, so that's a problem. Um, I don't want to take the Cosmic Conquer. This is a good, decent remote spot. There's really nothing for me here. Definitely not playing that card. 2 mana 3/3 is not bad either. I'm just gonna take the 2/2. I'm gonna take another one of these because it gives my double strikers flying, which lets them get in for damage, and then at the same time it pumps them, which is very strong. And there's really not much for me in this pack. Okay, so I think now getting the lords is looking pretty grim. I didn't see any. Probably there's somebody next to us drafting knights as well, which is kind of sad. But it's fine. I think we have a decent deck. I don't think it's bad. I think it's like all right. Definitely don't have any of the bombs. We did open a couple. I think maybe we should have taken the Ojitai. That would have made our deck definitely a little more powerful. And with the Skinning Surveyor, we could have definitely splashed for it. We also got like some of the blue red lands. So okay, so this is a god. So I know we picked up one of the invasions, Vision of Theros. So perhaps we can play this. There's also this invasion battle. I think we take this. It's a fine card and it's a 2-drop. And we kind of in the lookout for 2 drops. There wasn't much in that pack for blue white. Mostly was red. It looks like from this end, red and black were open. And I think perhaps he might have also been drafting knights. And now we can consider putting this in the deck over perhaps over the Skittering Surveyor. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have mana issues. Most of the deck is white. We barely have like a couple blue cards here. Okay, so we have another 2-drop, but we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2-drops. So I can add one more, or I can add a backup card to punch my team. Fortunately, I don't have any way of getting. Oh, and it also helps with combo. I was gonna say I have no way of getting taking advantage of the body that of the 0-1. Oh, but there's also this removal spot. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's like I don't know why. I'm surprised I didn't see this. I'm surprised I didn't see this at the beginning. So there's the Invasion of Dominaria, which lets you win a race, but then there's also just the Samurai cycling, which fixes you and its removal. So I'm gonna take that. This is a very strong card. We don't have any incubates or any way to transform cards, right? In this case, I'm gonna take the 1/4 just in case there's. And then we have incubate, but it's not really good. It is a knight, but we don't have really much things going on with knights because we don't have lords, so that's an issue. I think I'm just gonna take another cyber card. Let me just take the knight actually, because I already have one of those. So. Serving Conversation, which might see play depending on what we're playing against. Negate for sideboard. Okay, so I think the deck is fine. We have like decent amount of removal, and we have threats, right? So I like this card, but I don't know how well it fits in our deck. I mean, the card is nuts though, because if we if we copy this and then it copies any spell, so it's really sick. The only thing is that it costs us 4 damage, and since we're an aggro deck, we kind of want to like just be getting in there. This swamp is my favorite. It looks pretty crazy. Okay. Okay, so let's put this away. I'm not playing this Skittering Surveyor. I don't think I'm gonna splash for the other cards. Let's group creatures separately. Okay. I like these two. This is gonna stay. This makes a 2/2 knight, so that's fine. This is removal. This is the Invasion of Theros, which searches for the god, which is fine. Is this guy a god? No, he's just a human. He searches for an aura, god demigod, or a god demigod. So perhaps we should have also paid attention a little bit more for auras, but I didn't see any then. There's that aura that gives your guy flying. I think it's like +1/+1 or +2/+2, and it draws you a card. So I didn't see any, but if you guys did, just let me know in the comments. Okay, I think this is looking good. I like 4 2-drops. Almost everything is a knight, and I have ways of pumping my guys. A lot of double strikers and a lot of token makers. Okay, so I think this is a deck that we can play with 16 lands. So we need to make 26. We need to make 2 cuts. I think this card might make it out, even though I can search for the god. Because even the flip side is just a 4/4, and I'm trading 4 damage for it, so it's not really good. And then we need to cut one more card. I think it might be the god. It's gonna have a huge. It's gonna have a lot of toughness. It's gonna have a huge butt, but I just don't see. Other than that, I just don't see how this is good. We kind of want to be dealing damage, not gaining life. So yeah, I think that's a cut because everything else. I mean, it's still a 2-mana 2/2, right? I mean, it's probably better than this card. to be honest, because this is gonna have more toughness, right? Is a 2-mana 2/2. It's a little bit harder to cast, but it's gonna get bigger. Like, it's gonna have a lot of toughness. So maybe I want to keep it because it's gonna gain me life anyways. I mean, this has life rank, right? Just kind of like the same as that. Do we have many? I mean, I think just a +1/+1 in vigilance is pretty good, so I'm definitely keeping that one. I can see cutting this card, but it's just so strong. I have to keep it. Oh no, not cutting this guy. Even though nothing has first strike, right? Nothing has first strike. Vigilance. Yeah. Yeah, almost nothing has first strike. This should have been This should have been vigilance, not first strike. It probably would be really broken. Yeah, I think maybe this is our weakest card actually. It's just a 2/2 for 4 that double strikes, and we have some ways of pumping it. It's just a double striker, I guess. Maybe we should have drafted a couple more tricks, like ways of giving our guys like +2 +2 flying or things like that. Maybe the +2 +1 that I took over. Yeah, there was like a +2 +1 that I took something over that +2 +1, and I think maybe I should have taken that +2 +1. All right, I think this will be the deck. Let me just add basic lands. 11, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make it. We don't have any double white. Actually, we only have one card that's double white, and we have plane cycling. So I think we can go down to 9 and 6. This is 10 white sources and 7 blue sources. Yeah, that's fine. We might even be able to do 10 and 5. This is 6. So it ensures 6 is usually around where you want to be for one source. And we don't have any double blue sources. So 10 and 5 sounds good. I'm gonna add this to the deck and let's play.